Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Into the Dreamscape. I'm your host, William Copper. Before we get into tonight's episode, are you a connoisseur of collecting officially licensed merchandise? This episode's sponsor, Old Glory, offers over 300,000 items for music, sports, entertainment, and pop culture fans, featuring officially licensed merch from iconic bands and top sports teams. Discover your perfect fan gear and save 15% with my exclusive discount IDS at checkout. Visit oldglory.com. Now, on to episode 3, brought to us by fellow dreamer Devin, The Clock. 7 p.m. You need to understand, this didn't begin at midnight. It began with something small. Damien opens the fridge. The kitchen light hums. He takes the last beer. He presses the cap against the counter's edge and forces it down. The metal slips. It bites deep. Fuck! Blood runs down his finger and drips onto the tile. And beneath his voice, the grandfather clock answers. Steady. Patient. Waiting. 8 p.m. He tries to ignore it. The clock stands in the living room, tall and unmoving except for the pendulum swing. It sounds heavier tonight. You hear it? He says. The voice isn't in the room. It's behind his thoughts. Damien grips onto the couch cushion. Not now. It's calling you. The word calling lingers. The pendulum swings. Left, right, like something measuring the distance between two versions of the same man. 9 p.m. The house grows tight around him. He paces. The rhythm follows. You're getting tired, he whispers. I'm fine. You're cracking. Damien stops at the mirror in the hallway. His reflection blinks late. Just a fraction. You see it? He says. Damien backs away. The clock grows louder. Or maybe the silence grows thinner. 10 p.m. The lights seem dimmer now. Shadows stretch wrong. He stands in front of the clock. Up close, the glass reflects his face. But not quite right. You built me, he says. Damien shakes his head. You needed me when you couldn't handle it. The pendulum swings wider. It shouldn't. It does. His cut throbs in rhythm. Pain. Pain. You're losing control, he says softly. Damien whispers, leave me alone. He says, almost pleading. The reflection smiles first. 11 p.m. The air feels electric. Damien circles the clock like prey around a predator. You're afraid, he says. I'm not. You're afraid of disappearing. The reflection's lips move before his do. You know I'm stronger. Damien presses his hands against the clock's wood frame. It feels warm, like skin. 11:30. He kneels. His forehead rests against the glass. I can fix this. Fix what? He asked gently. The lie? Damien. He breathes, close enough to feel. Facades are only facades. as long as you let them be so. Let go. The pendulum shadow stretches across the wall like a blade. You're exhausted from fighting me. Let me carry it. Damien's breathing fractures, and then, slowly, it steadies. 11:45 p.m. Something changes. It isn't loud. It isn't dramatic. It's quieter than that. His shoulders lower. His expression is smooth. The panic drains out of him like water from a cracked glass. You can rest now, he says. I'll take it from here. Damien looks into the clock's reflection. The man staring back is calm, certain, and smiling. The bleeding starts again. Thin red lines running down his hand, marking seconds. 11:59 p.m. The house holds its breath. Damien stands upright before the clock. I am Damien, he says weakly. Silence inside him, then, no. The second hand climbs towards 12. You were Damien. The glass begins to tremble. Not from the clock. From him. His mouth opens, but the voice that comes out is steady, controlled. We're done hiding. The second hand hits 12. The clock erupts into chime. 1. His head jerks sharply to the side. 2. His reflection moves half a second before he does. 3. The smile widens. Too wide. 4. The lights flicker violently. 5. His knees buckle, but he does not fall. 6. The sound escapes his throat. Not pain, not fear. Something breaking. 7. The reflection stops matching him entirely. 8. It steps forward inside the glass. 9. Damien screams. 10. The glass fractures. 11. But nothing falls. 12. Silence. The pendulum continues. Damien stands perfectly still. His breathing is slow, measured. His cut finger hangs at his side, no longer bleeding. He lifts his head. His eyes are calm now, empty in a way that feels deliberate. From deep inside, buried somewhere far away, there is pounding, faint, desperate, but fading. The man in front of the clock adjusts his posture, smooths his shirt, smiles at his reflection, and this time, it matches him perfectly. Outside, the night goes on as if nothing happened. Inside, something has been sealed shut. The grandfather clock keeps perfect time. It always has. It always will. And that was called The Clock. Was this a story? Was this a dream? That's up to you to decide, dreamer. If you would like to submit your story or dream, please email intothedreamscape88@gmail.com. Thank you all for listening to this podcast. I hope you have a wonderful evening.